Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to my newest flip that's hitting the market tomorrow. Okay, literally I met my guy here because we're tightening up a few things, but I wanted to go over a deal breakdown with you all. Okay, now this is a flip that I'm planning on making about $40,000 on. Okay, and honestly, when I purchased the property, I got it from a certain list that was off market. I didn't find it on the MLS through a realtor. Okay, and I also funded this deal not using my own personal money. Okay, I got the money from OPM, from other people's money. So I want you guys to see the B-roll real quick, and I'm gonna tell you exactly how you guys can do it too. Let's go. What's up guys, it's your boy Sawan Belcher. I'm a full-time real estate investor here in Greensboro, North Carolina. And a lot of the times I will talk about business, finance, and using real estate to make as much money as you want during a 30-day period of time, okay? Now, today is one of those days, okay? A lot of times I'm sitting at my desk, you know, I'm going through the rigmarole trying to teach you knowledge of how to market, how to negotiate, and how to find buyers to buyer deals, or how to raise money so you can take deals down. Sometimes I'm actually like meeting with some of my students or people that I do business with, so you guys could, you know, be influenced by them, you know, other than just me. Okay, but today I want to walk you through. You know, I want to take you down what it actually looks like. Okay, these are fun days for me. Okay, now first of all, how are we making money? Okay, how are we making money on this particular deal? Okay, always gonna be multiple exit strategies if you buy the deal right. Now, typically when I'm buying property that I'm gonna actually take down myself, okay, property that I'm not going to assign to someone else, but property that I'm gonna take down myself, I'm gonna be the owner on the deed, okay, it's gonna be my house. I wanna make sure I have at least 3 exit strategies, okay? Just to name a couple, okay? There's more than this, but just to name a couple, I either wanna be able to sell the property as is, I wanna be able to fix the property and resell it for a profit, okay? Or I wanna be able to fix the property up and rent it, okay? And be able to make money in all 3 scenarios, just in case things change for me, okay? Now, the way I actually found this particular deal is through a little known hack that most of you all just drive by, okay? And that is code violations, okay? Code violations, very simply, are when someone has a home inside of the county, okay, inside of the city, and the city has regulations to make sure they're bringing up the value and they're attracting people to that city, okay? The city will typically make sure everyone is meeting those codes. Cutting the grass, they want the city to look nice, right? Making sure your house looks decent, okay? So if gutters are hanging down, if there's broken windows and people can just break into it, if there's no door, okay, if there's a tree falling and it's, you know, falling on the house and it's just been there for years, all of those things are violations that the city doesn't want in their city, because their ultimate goal is monopoly, okay? Their ultimate goal is to be able to make money by increasing the value of their city, okay? Through property taxes, through sales tax, and creating businesses and jobs. And so they have to make sure that their city looks pretty, okay? So tap into that list. Code violations, okay? When you find the list, you're still gonna have to reach out to them and talk to them, okay? We'll talk about that in a different video. But in this particular instance, I was beat out to the deal. Somebody got to it before me, okay? Now, the good news is there's no such thing as competition, okay? Just because you do the same business as I do, that doesn't mean that we're against each other, okay? So what I typically suggest other people do is, whenever you are calling, you know, motivated sellers and you realize they're an investor, Don't just hang up the phone because you say, oh, well, we do the same thing. This is not going to work. Build a relationship, add value, figure out where they're weak. So just in case you're strong in that area, you can come and help out and you guys can make money together. Okay. So this young man had got a deal on the contract. I think he was in like Phoenix or something. He was in Arizona or something like that. Okay. And the seller told me about him. I said, well, let me reach out to him. Okay. Let me reach out to him. So I reached out to him, found out that he did have it under contract, and yes, he was going to assign it. His plan of getting this property under contract was just like you and me, to get the property under contract, to get control of it, and then to assign it to somebody else. And when I found that out, I said, hey man, look, I'm a buyer. And his first instinct was, are you really a buyer or are you a wholesaler? Now, one thing I teach you on this channel, okay, go ahead and subscribe and like, but one thing I teach on this channel, we are not wholesalers. We are real estate investors. Okay, we are real estate investors. I know, bro. Here's my Instagram, look me up. Here's some before and after pictures, look me up. Here's my testimonials, look me up. Building credibility, making rapport, right? And then he said, okay, well, great, you're legit. And he did. He probably took like 3 or 4 days to really warm up to me. But finally I said, hey man, look, I'm gonna tell you what I can do. Here's the non-refundable earnest that I can do, and I'm ready whenever you are. I ended up getting the deal from him. I think he had it on the contract for $25,000, okay? And I think I ended up picking it up from him for like $35,000, I believe, okay? Now that seems extremely cheap. You can do it as well, okay? It's not market dependent, okay? You can get deals in your market extremely cheap as well, undervalued, okay? Now, one thing he did not know that I knew, this is why I'm the best in my game. You know what I mean? There's a little ego to that, but it's confidence in knowing that that there's always room for you in the market. I did my research and I found out on the GIS, this house comes with a separate lot. Okay, this house comes with a separate lot, so there's value in the lot. Okay, there's value in the lot. Okay. Also, I knew that this house right here. Was in a well-desirable area. As you can see, we got an acre and a quarter out here. People love that in North Carolina. People like acreage. Now the house might be small, but they got a lot of acreage. People like that. So I knew there's value in that. So my plan was, hey, I can take the property down. I can make sure I separate the 2 parcels. Okay. So I had 2 deeds of trust done at the attorney's office, one for the house, one for the land. I knew I could fix up the house. Okay, and I knew just by looking at the comparable sales in the area that fixed up that this house right here could sell for about $200,000. Okay, now I know it's like, wow, okay, you purchased it for $200,000. Like, how do I get this in between? You have to extract the value. Okay, you extract the value by knowing there's a second lot. You extract the value by, we had to get a whole new well system. We raised the roof on this one 3 feet. Okay, you literally have to extract the value. I honestly don't believe we even extracted all of the value out of this, and that's why I'm gonna sell the house for $159. And if the person would like to buy the land as well, then I'm gonna sell that for about 20 grand. So $19,790. Now, how do you do this for yourself? Okay, if you're saying, hey, I don't have any credit, I don't have any experience, how do you actually do this for yourself? Okay, number one, you actually learn the business. I'm going to encourage you to go ahead and subscribe and like the video, because I have several channels on here teaching you guys how to market for motivated sellers and how to negotiate with them. But until then, I want to show you guys the house. Okay, so come on up with me. Okay. Now this is like all new. Like all of this was falling down. All of this was falling down. Now, once again, this is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house. Like I said, super small. I think it's under 1,000 square feet, but there's a lot of value here. We added can lights in all of them. Anytime we do a flip, we add like a bunch of can lights. Okay. Now, one thing that I did wrong. Okay. One thing that I did wrong is I always suggest that people get multiple contractors involved. Okay, I ended up getting 2 estimates. I got one from Trevor, and then I got one from Kit. I probably could have got more estimates and I probably could have had a better scope of work. And I'm saying that because I ended up hiring Kit, and he did a great job starting off, and our budget was about $50,000. So I raised the money from someone that had money in a 401k, which is like a retirement account. And typically retirement accounts bring in 3 or 4%. And I was able to show him the benefit of lending on this particular deal, where that same money he already has stored up that he's not using for the next 20 years, how that money could work a little bit faster and he could get 10% and it still be protected. And so I was able to raise the purchase and the rehab. Now, everything was going way smooth because I break up the rehab in drawers for the contractor. Okay. Everything was going way smooth in 2 months. He said he was supposed to be done in 3. So we ended up not replacing the windows because he said he was going to be done in 3 months, and windows was back order for 6. I shouldn't have settled on that. I should have made him order new windows, but that's my fault. Okay. Literally 5 months had went by. He still wasn't done. Okay, 5 months, he still wasn't done. And so at that point, it was already too late, and I already knew I was going to be over budget. So I'm over budget about $15,000 on this deal, and I'm still going to make $40,000. That's why it's important that you have a great deal. But yeah, there's the bathroom there, and then here's the kitchen. Okay, here's the kitchen. Now, One thing I'll tell you about rehabbing, you'll learn a lot of tricks of the trade, okay? A lot of tricks of the trade, okay? These cabinets right here, they're extremely tall, okay? And they're tall because we set them up on 2x4s, which makes it taller, which gives it some kind of quality feel, which extracts more value, okay? I love when we do that, when we raise the cabinets, okay? And then out here, every small house needs a huge patio. Every small house needs a huge patio. Now, I know this has been short and brief, okay? I know this has been short and brief. I have full detailed training on how you can do the exact same thing, okay? I'm gonna leave a link below to the Real Estate Made Easy course and the Raising Private Money to Wealth course, okay? Honestly, buying houses like this and being able to, I mean, so many people get paid from what we do. I mean, I have a landscaper that got paid. I got the guys that did the porch, roofers, framers, the state, the federal. I mean, you add so much value to the world, you can't help but get paid a lot of money and become valuable to other people. In return, we get paid a lot of money. So I do these videos to share this with you, but if you really want to get serious and connect with me, when you get those courses, we jump on weekly coaching calls and we actually run through your business and help you guys be successful at it. So if you guys like this, subscribe, like, and we're going to see you on the next one. Okay. Peace, y'all.